Less than P class equals data end equals 505, data start equals 71 greater than. So let's talk about something that's shaping up to be one of the biggest political flashpoints leading into the 2025 federal election. The port of Darwin. Yup. That same port, which quietly slipped into Chinese hands nearly a decade ago, is now back in the headlines. And both Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and opposition leader Peter Dutton are scrambling to reclaim it. And, let's be honest, the timing couldn't be more deliberate. Less than P class equals data end equals 932, data start equals 507, greater than now. Just a quick rewind. Back in 2015, the Northern Territory government, under the country Liberal Party, leased the port of Darwin to a Chinese company called Landbridge Group for 99 years. The deal was worth $506 million. But what followed was a storm of national security concerns, public backlash, and even an eyebrow raise from then U.S. President Barack Obama, who wasn't thrilled about not being informed beforehand. Less than P class equals data end equals 1309, data start equals 934 greater than. Fast forward to today. A lot has changed. Global politics have shifted. Australia's relationship with China has grown more complicated, and suddenly, what seemed like a financial quick fix back then is now seen as a strategic vulnerability, especially given the port's proximity to the Larrakia Defence Precinct, a major hub for Australian and Allied military operations. Less than P class equals data end equals 1682. Data start equals 1311 greater than. So here we are, with Peter Dutton promising that, if the coalition wins, they'll take decisive action. He's pledging to return the port to Australian control, either by selling it to a local operator, or, if that fails, by compulsorily acquiring it within 6 months. That's a bold move, considering it was his side of politics that allowed the lease in the first place. Less than P class equals data end equals 2100, data start equals 1684 greater than. On the other hand, Anthony Albanese isn't staying quiet either. In fact, he made a spontaneous call to ABC Radio Darwin to make sure everyone knew Labour has been quietly working behind the scenes on this. He says they're already exploring options with potential buyers, particularly through Australian super funds. And if a buyer can't be found, he's not ruling out bringing the port back under government ownership. Less than P class equals data end equals 2519, data start equals 2102, greater than. Albanese stressed that the lease never should have happened and that Darwin's port holds massive untapped potential, not just strategically, but economically too. More exports, more regional development. That's the vision he's painting. Meanwhile, NT Labour MP Luke Gosling stirred the pot earlier this year with cryptic hints about changes to the port deal, causing the NT government to lash out over the uncertainty. Less than P class equals data end equals 2874, data start equals 2521 greater than. And let's not forget, this all comes against a backdrop of rising military tensions in the region. Earlier this year, Chinese warships were spotted conducting live fire exercises within Australia's economic zone. And then, not long after, a U.S. nuclear sub casually rolled into Darwin Harbor, docking alarmingly close to the Landbridge-controlled area. Less than P class equals data end equals 3078, data start equals 2876 greater than. Add to that the recent PwC audit raising red flags over Landbridge's financial stability, and suddenly, both sides of politics are scrambling to look tough, strategic, and most importantly, in control. Less than P class equals data end equals 3324, data start equals 3080 greater than. So yeah, this isn't just about a port anymore. It's about national pride, regional security, and election optics. And with May 3rd closing in fast, you can bet the Port of Darwin will stay a hot-button issue right up until voters hit the polls. Stay subscribed for more videos.